Welcome everybody to another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. I'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed in the last 30 days. You're blowing my channel up. I appreciate everything that y'all doing and all the support. My last goal for the last video was 250 subscribers. I surpassed that the day I released the video. Right now I sit at 306 subscribers. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel but you like the content, consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell as well so you know when I post these videos. Let's continue the show out. Let's get this video here up to 75 likes. I think that's very doable. And let's continue to grow the channel. Today, I'm coming to you on a Tuesday. And from what I've heard, Pete Carmichael still has not been relinquished of his play calling duties for whatever reason. Man, go get your Pelicans tickets. Go get your Pelicans tickets, because I'm telling you now, if something don't change, it's gonna be a long year. That's all I can say about that. Today I'm coming to you with a video from a YouTube channel that I found is called the QB School. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can check out this video in its entirety. It's a pretty long video. The video is this guy's analysis from the all 22 film. So that's no sound, that's just multiple angles of these plays. And what this is basically coaches film that coaches use to evaluate players' performances during a game. And this guy goes into great detail about the performance of Derek Carr, as well as other players as well. It's not a crap on Derek Carr video. It's a video in its totality of the Saints offense, what he likes, what he dislikes. And I picked out a couple plays that I want to discuss. Most importantly, the Chris Olave play where he basically stopped running. And I want to give my opinion and reaction to this guy's thoughts. And obviously he knows what he's talking about. You'll see that for yourselves. So let's just jump right into it. Let's see what this guy has to say about the performance of Derek Carr from the Jacksonville Jaguars game this past Thursday. So I'm going to start the video and we're going to jump right into it.
We're really doing it. Derek Carr, the fade fest right out the gate, hitting the back of our head. This is a tough one for me. There's a lot of tough ones for me in this one. I'm not going to lie. Right here, you can see Carr. And he's pointing to the back, saying, hey, you got to the right. Go over there and block him. Well, that means that I'm going to be hot to the left. Dog, you're too old to be missing plays like this.
Wow.
This can't happen to a veteran guy. Getting hit in the back of the head after we reset the protection. So what's going on here? The offensive line is going to slide to their left. So these three are going to slide to these three. Okay? The two guys up top are going to be here and here. The back then, it looks like Carr is telling him he's going here one. Okay, so when this guy blitzes here, the back's got to go block him, which he does. That then makes this guy the quarterbacks.
Right.
So he is hot. Okay? So we don't look this way. The guy he probably would throw to is standing by himself clapping, going crazy, which is a different conversation, or maybe later in this video.
It is what it is at this point.
But it's all bad. Y'all, this is bad ball in the preseason, let alone bad ball week 7.
Week 7, he's right.
Veteran quarterback.
Look at this.
What's
Michael Thomas.
Look at him clapping down here. It's embarrassing, if I'm being honest. It's embarrassing film.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Where's he even throwing this? Not to the hybrid guy, I hope, in the slot. Hell
this is
no.
enough protection
the guy
to get that ball
throw it
to Michael Thomas. He's hot.
What are we?
That's the hot route. It's
doing?
A blitz.
What are we doing? Just really, really like gut-wrenching, stomach ache football. Oh, and of course, you know we're going to be up on our toes. Boom.
So what we see here is Derek Carr recognizing that the Jacksonville Jaguars look like they're about to blitz. They look like they're sending the blitz, but he sends Kamara over to the place where he thinks the blitz is coming from. He slides the protection to the left, but doesn't throw the ball to the hot receiver. This is the film. So I don't want to hear about that's somebody else's fault. That was the offensive line protected enough and gave enough time. If he would have looked to his left, he would have seen Michael Thomas standing there, butt booted wide open. Like just wide ass open. Nobody within his vicinity of him. I mean, what more can you ask for as a quarterback? Right? Let's check out another video from the QB school and see what he thinks about Derek Carr's play.
3rd and 6. This one will make you sick. The slot to the bottom. It's a touchdown. We got to throw it.
Oh, my God.
We got to throw it. I know someone's going to screenshot me this, right?
You see why Olave out there
okay, don't do that.
Some
but we have to throw this ball.
Suspect stuff with running routes.
We have to throw this ball. I know that there are people around you. I know you're not 100%, but we have to throw that ball. We cannot miss that. And that's not one of those things where, like, we don't know the read. What could it be? You know, there's a bunch of different things. It's the bones of 4 verticals with the shallow.
Now we see why Alvin Kamara has 12
So
and
what does that mean?
receptions
That means that
every
we are
game.
running what I'm going to call is a special. Who knows what they call it? Could be an over, could be anything. Here's the seam. Here's the go. That's the bones of 4 verticals 3x1.
Mm-hmm.
I love this play with the shallow. So there it is. There are different ways to read this, in my opinion. Okay, just my opinion. Man, I like to go 1
great detail
to 2.
How he's breaking this
and
down
kind of
also.
alert this if you like it. Okay, so that's the man reads. M in black. Okay, zone. I prefer to go seam 1. If it's middle field open, you can go 1 to 2 here, down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, this is a half field safety. This is a seam route with what I would consider your best perimeter player.
He is.
This is wide ass open. Must throw. Cannot miss. See, it's not like a trick-em dick-em play where we're running double moves or anything. This is a
just
clean, simple seam versus a half field safety who's wide open. Have to throw it, dog.
He's throwing to
that double mailbox right there. That is sickening.
Look, Olave has his
The ball's
arms
already
up.
in the air to the check down. Just cannot
Olave
happen.
has his arms up.
Make wide receivers furious, and rightfully so. Again,
Like,
he's
what do we
looking
do?
check
Why
down.
don't
As soon as
Carr
he
work the middle of the
1,
field?
2, 3 hitch.
That was the
Go
problem.
seam.
Had it been up
He's
the
looking
damn
13 check down.
up the,
He never
the
even
sideline,
gets to the slot.
He would have threw it.
So maybe they're telling him to read it that way. And if that's
I
that,
doubt it.
then that's on them. But this will make you sick if you're 12 out there running with a double mailbox up for a touchdown.
Like, we got to do better than that. You see it, Olave is running like this. He's running with his arms up. He's so damn wide open. And Carr missed him, throwing it down to the check down to Alvin Kamara. This is not anything that's Pete Carmichael's fault. If Carr throws this ball, Pete Carmichael looks like a genius. I'm starting to rethink maybe why they haven't renamed Carmichael as not the play caller anymore. Because you got a quarterback out there that refuses to throw the ball over the middle. And we can't miss that. You can't miss that. If that's Jameis Winston, I have faith that Jameis hits that pass to Chris Olave. Derek Carr, for some reason, he either doesn't see it, doesn't know what the situation is, and the defense and the coverage that Olave is going to be that wide open, or he just doesn't have the arm strength to get it over to him, which I doubt it, because this next play that we review is going to be the one where he chucks the ball 5 yards out of bounds to basically show up Olave on national television. Let's check it out. Let's just check it out.
Now, this is the one at the bottom. This looks like it's supposed to be just a go ball, and Carr loses his mind on Olave quitting on the route.
Yes, Olave is wrong.
I'm not a fan
100%
of people quitting on the
wrong.
route. I also admit that I am a recovering asshole for sure, and that I've had my moments of bad body language.
When I say Olave is wrong, I'm talking about the fact that he didn't run the route full speed. That's the only thing.
This kind of antics, the ones that we saw last night on the broadcast, with this type of throw, this throw is fair caught by 0 over here, outside the white. That's never in history. That's not even close to. That's like debatable history. Who really discovered the new continent? I mean, what? That is a terrible ball. That's never close to thrown. And to see him just lose his mind on Olave here, I get it, man.
Right.
Quitting on routes is straight up bullshit. It's bullshit. It should never be allowed.
I want y'all to look at the play, though.
Inbounds.
I want you to see that Taysom Hill is open.
Do your job and then get mad at someone else for not doing their job. This is never close.
Taysom Hill is open. The primary receiver is Taysom Hill.
Does he have the slot out? Maybe. Does he have something on the backside, like the backside in or post? Maybe. Or we could just chuck it out of bounds and then get mad at 12. I get it. Not excusable from 12. But losing your mind on this throw, look at that throw.
He just basically did that just to show that
you cannot catch that throw in bounds. It's not possible.
Wasn't running the route to full speed.
Look at
He's just basically trying to show Olave up.
Damn.
That's why he did it. That's why he did it. It wasn't to that he was really trying to complete the pass to Olave. No, he just wanted to show him up. But Taysom Hill is open. That's open in the NFL. He could have hit Taysom with that pass. We're going to check out the tweet from Michael Thomas. What Michael Thomas basically lets everyone know that Olave is just basically there to clear out the safety or cornerback. And the progression is supposed to be 7, 22, and then 13, which is himself. So Carr never looks for anybody else. He looks that direction and is in the direction of his primary receiver, sees Olave half-assing down the field, and chucks the ball down to him to basically show him up. That's not a leader. That is not a leader. That is not someone who you would want as your quarterback of your team. Now, yes, Olave is wrong for not running the route at its full potential. He is. He's a professional. He should do better than that. He should. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. And to throw the ball 5 yards out of bounds, you're just basically giving up on the drive. You could have threw that ball to 7, put it in a position where the cornerback can't drive onto it and intercept it, but you could have definitely put the ball onto 7. And I'm sure Taysom Hill would have probably made the catch because he's athletic like that. But to just chuck the ball 5 yards out of bounds in the direction of Chris Olave, and then in front of 70,000 people, try to reprimand him about what are you doing and just run. It's too much theatrics. It was too much theatrics. I don't know what else to say about this Derek Carr situation. I'm just of the opinion that maybe he's just not the man for the job. I mean, sometimes you just have to cut bait, and the Saints are probably, going to have to realize that he's just not the man for the job. Because if it were really something that's probably Pete Carmichael's fault, I'm sure he would have been replaced by now. But I think this is why they're holding off on replacing Pete as the play caller, because there's times out there that Pete is calling a play that's supposed to work or that looks like it would work from the All-22 film, but Derek doesn't pull the damn trigger. He does not. You got Chris Olave running a post in the middle of the field, wide open, nobody next to him, but he chucks it down to Alvin Kamara. I mean, it just is what it is at this point. But if you would like to check out this video in its entirety, I suggest you click on the link in the description and go to the QB channel. Subscribe to his channel as well. All that good stuff. And but I watched the entire video. It's a 46-minute video. I watched the entire video, and he went into great detail about just basically every play from the first quarter to the end of the game, including the drop by Foster Moreau that would have tied the game and possibly sent it to overtime, depending on if DA wanted to go for 2 or not. But the Saints dropped that game. You know, it's not a game they should have dropped. You know, but hey, it is what it is at this point. Indianapolis Colts is up next. Gardner Minshew looks like he know what he doing in Indianapolis, so this game may be a doozy. Hopefully the Saints get it together and go out there and compete and come home with a victory, get back to 500. You know, but who's to say what will happen? Also, Chris Olave seems to just be going through some growing pains. I'm going to say it's growing pains. He's a second-year player. You got to learn how to be professional. He's getting arrested for a reckless operation of a vehicle in Kenner, of all places, where they absolutely do not play. There's a cop car looking with a speedometer and whatnot on every other corner, looking for people to speed through. It's a small city. That's how they make their money. And trust me, they just made a lot of money off of him. So, but this has been another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. Subscribe to the channel. To those who you, if anybody's new watching my video, hit the notification bell. Also, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share it with me, and I appreciate you for that. Until next time, peace.